Had you worked with De Niro before this film anywhere?
No.
Had you met him anywhere?
Oh gosh. Well, that on the show, I met him, and then I had a whole long history that he wasn't aware of. That I auditioned for a movie. I put myself on tape for a movie that to play his son, and my mother played him, and he actually saw the tape and called me in to meet him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was and I was a mess, and I couldn't believe it, and I sat down, and he just said, he didn't say much. He just said, yeah, I see it. I see you. I see it. Okay. And yeah, I mean, but I've worked with some. I mean, Owen Wilson. It's like you can't. You know, Dave. I loved Hall Pass. Great movie. Jason Sudeikis. What a funny character.
Let me ask you, there was a rumor going around that I believed, that a lot of people in the business believed, that President Clinton was in The Hangover 2. I was reading it in the trades. Right. They were saying he's going to have a cameo in The Hangover 2. You know, how was that started, that rumor?
The real is, we were in Bangkok. Clinton was there with his fund giving a speech. So Zach and Todd and I went to see him speak, and then they said, hey, do you want to have dinner with the president afterwards? I thought, oh my God, that'd be great. So then we had dinner with him, and he was late, and I just happened to be lucky. I was sitting next to the empty chair.
Yeah.
And you know, it was so crazy. The first thing he says when he walks out, he's like, all I want to know is there's going to be an 18-2, and can I be in it? And literally, this is what I thought. Are you messing with me, man?
Yeah, yeah.
I get you, it underperformed. You don't have to embarrass me in front of the table. But no, he meant it. But
no,
he meant
it.
Yeah,
he meant it.
You do impressions as well, Bradley, don't you?
Sometimes, if you want me to talk, I just, whatever comes into my head, I'll say. I don't know when or what it's going to be.
Is that your mum? Christopher Walken, by the way.
Now, Wedding Crashers, I would think it would be fun. We've had him here many times, and I think all of the world is captivated by Christopher Walken. And you had these scenes with Christopher Walken in Wedding Crashers, and I got to think that, as an actor, that's got to be a dream come true, right?
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, I was just a huge fan of his, and he's an amazing guy, too, by the way. I mean, he's like the most authentic guy. I mean, he is what you think he is, which is a different thing for a lot of people. But, But one particular thing was, I was very intimidated by him, too, by the way. Because he's not the normal guy who's like, hey, how you doing? It's not like that. He just sort of sits there in the makeup chair and he's like, pineapple. I like to eat it. And I'm like,
I can't get it out.
Everybody's got to walk it. Everybody's got to walk it.
That's a very good one, yeah. And he does love pineapple, yeah.
And he had this dancing scene, God help me for saying this, but he had this dancing scene with Rachel McAdams.
In the movie,
In the movie. It was it was my first day, his first day, and it just looked beautiful on the monitor. And she came up to me afterwards, God, you're dancing with Christopher Walken because Penny's from heaven. You know, he's a great dancer. She said, he keeps saying fart.
What?
Just to keep it light. You know what I mean? It's like, fart. And she was dancing.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, and I've heard it all.
And if you look at the monitor, he's just her dance. He's like, fart, I'm farting. I'm farting. It's sort of beautiful.
Very strange.
Yeah. Owen Wilson and Chris Walken both have very distinctive sounds.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
What's Owen sound like?
Owen's like, Claire's mom made me feel her hooters. First time I met Christopher Walken was in the makeup chair, and he was talking, one thing he told me was like, your hair is like, what you have to do to maintain your hair is keep rubbing it all the time. Fingers in your hair is great. Bradley, great. Yeah.
Do I walk around and rip your lights down in the middle of a scene? No, Bruce, let me finish.
Wasn't that funny? Hi, I'm Christian Bale, and yes, that was me a few months ago on the set of a movie. I've apologized, but it doesn't seem to matter to the millions of you who are so entertained by it. But you know, every celebrity has a few bad moments on the set. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I got it under control, it's fine, you see. And to prove it to you that outbursts like mine are perfectly normal, I've compiled this DVD. No Bruce, let me finish the best of celebrity tirades. Every celebrity, no matter how beloved, has lost control once or twice on the set. Even the lovable George Foreman.